What is going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to my F1 2015 modded career mode. We're back with episode 8 at the Austrian Grand Prix. What is usually quite a good circuit for me, for most people, I think, because the AI are generally a bit slower here around Austria. But unfortunately, I'm very, very sad to say 99% rain is forecasted for the race. And that brings a tear to my eye and just depresses me dearly because it's going to be a very, very tough race. You guys know this game, F1 2014, very, very hard in the rain, and even the mods we've installed, the 2015 season mod, it doesn't affect how the AI act in the rain. They're going to be very, very fast. It's going to be very, very tough here today, but we're going to try our best, and we're going to start that off with trying our best in qualifying. 6 wings you can see there on the setup, but that's for the race, but that will hinder us in qualifying, unfortunately. But we're just going to have to go out there really and try our best on these super soft red wall tyres. So now we cut onto our second flying lap of the qualifying session. The first lap only got us up to P10 at the moment. Rosberg's on pole position. I'm not going to show you that lap because it was actually quite a poor lap. There were quite a few mistakes there going around Austria, being my first time in a while on this circuit, on this game. So now we're going to show you the second flying lap through turn 1 there, momentarily in second gear, then up to third on the exit. A little bit of a squirrel on the exit of that corner, but no harm done. Climbing up to the hill section, hairpin, second gear corner. At the moment, 10th place, Bottas in front of us, Grosjean behind us. I believe Fernando Alonso is about 5th at the moment, so he's doing very well in this qualifying session. So we're going to have to really bring up the wick at the moment. Now we've gone green there, not purple, so green. So we've improved, but we've improved enough to maybe get near the front row today, and I think that will be completely out of the question today. Austria, very strong circuit for the Mercedes, I think, in general, when you compare it to other circuits. I think the Mercedes have more an advantage here at Austria than any other circuits. Really, I think it's one of their strongest ones on this game. But now we've got 440 left in the qualifying. This will be our only lap, really. I think we'll just retire straight after this lap. But now we've got a back mark there. Then we've got, I think that was Danke Fiat in the Red Bull, gets out of the way quite nicely. But now another green sector, 5/10 we've taken out of our last lap there in the second sector. So that's a very, very good sector. That's where we lost most of our time through the last corner there. Third gear up to 4th on the exit, and we actually forget to open DRS strangely as we go into the pit straight now. But that is going to be 7th place for the Austrian Grand Prix, and we're going to retire now. As I said, we're not going to go out for another lap with 4 minutes to go. Grosjean there coming out, but 7th place, no, and now 8th actually, sorry, 8th place now as we retire and we go to 8th place. Fernando Alonso pips us to 7th place, but look at that, look how close it is between Daniel Ricciardo in 6th place, and then Alonso, myself, and then Felipe Nasr behind us, and even really could say Bottas as well. A 1.273 to a 1.304. Very, very tight there between 6th and 10th place. So really nice to see there in qualifying. A lot of competition up ahead. The Mercs already ahead. Rosberg and Hamilton very close, but they're 8/10 ahead of Sebastian Vettel in 3rd. So as I said, the Mercs do have a really good advantage here in Austria. I nearly said Australia. So you have to say 8th place is, I guess, an okay result with 6 wings. You have to remember, usually you'd run maybe around 3-2, even lower maybe here at Austria in qualifying. So an okay result, but unfortunately behind our teammate now. And we're going to cut on to the race start here in the garage, revving up for that grid start. And 8th place, 99% chance, and actually confirmation there, intermediate tires. So not full wet straight away, but the intermediates are still as tricky as the wets. Maybe in some cases, maybe even a little trickier, because at the end of stints, the intermediates can get very, very hard to handle. But 3 pit stops of intermediates. I'm going to actually guess that there probably will be a full wet point in the race, so that will be another hard challenge for us today. But 8th place, our goal today will really to just be trying to beat Fernando Alonso in the race. So if we can do that, that'll be perfect. But let's go onto the grid for the Austrian Grand Prix. So here we are at the Austrian Grand Prix grid, revving up for 5 red lights, down to lean mix to hopefully get a bit better traction. We've got 36 soaked laps here for the Austrian Grand Prix ahead, and we are off, 5 red lights out, and we've had an absolutely terrible start. What on earth is that start? That is absolutely horrendous. We're down to P11. Could it be even P12 by the first turn? No, we break a bit later than some of the AI there. We're up to P10 now. Can it be P9? There's the Williams there on the right-hand side. Looks like he's got better traction. Bottas there. We go from lean up to standard. So even on lean didn't help us there. And just a very, very poor start. That was like a Tiamat Malik style start. Jesus. So now we're going to try and make some move down the inside of the two of the Williams. Maybe we're going to cut the corner a bit slightly. But I really didn't have anywhere else to go, to be honest. And we're up to P8, unfortunately. And maybe, I said unfortunately because maybe the Williams will be complaining about that. But I really didn't have anywhere else to go. So I guess that's sort of okay. We've overtaken them to get back into the position we were in. Now we've gone down the inside of Nasser, though. That was quite a cheeky little move down the inside of the final corner, as he was caught napping there a little bit. Now we've got the Australian Daniel Ricciardo up ahead in 6th place, and then Alonso ahead of him in 5th place. I think Hamilton is in the lead of the race at the moment, or at least one of the Mercs is, you can be sure of that. But now we're going to go try and chase down Ricciardo. A bit of a squirrel there as the exit of turn 1 there. Now we've gone to lap 4 now. We're closing in on Alonso, who's been overtaken by Ricciardo now. So we've got our teammate up ahead, equal cars, you know, the same car we're in. So we should be able to try and catch him quite quickly, hopefully. But it's going to be a bit of a struggle. The AI, unfortunately, do have an advantage over us in the traction zones. And as you can see, we cut onto lap 9 now. So 5 laps later, and only now are we right on the back of Alonso as we exit turn 1 there. A bit of a squirrel in 3rd gear, but I'm going to try and close up on the slipstream, and we are in the slipstream definitely off Fernando Alonso, our teammate. Can we maybe do a little cheeky dive down the inside of this corner? We're going to try it. Really late lunge there. He gives us some room, so really good respect to him. He's seen us in the mirrors, but oh my god, what on earth has gone on there? And Nasser is just, I have no words. I have no words. Alonso just shot off like a rocket. That was surprising enough, but Felipe Nasser has got us on the exit there. That is just stupid traction from the AI there. And now we're going to try and overtake Nasser again. We caught him napping in the last corner. Can we catch him napping again in the 2nd sector? Let's see. Maybe around the outside. He's really gone tight on the apex. We've gone right round the outside of him. That was a lovely move on Nasser. But what on earth was he doing? He's going really tight on the apex. He was sort of like hugging the line, which isn't really the racing line. And we're back up to 7th place now. And we're going to try and chase down Alonso once more. But lap 12 now, actually, our rear tyres are absolutely gone. The front tyres are fine, but the rear tyres, look at them, they're absolutely gone. It's going to make our pit stop now, going a bit wide there on the grass. And we're going to make our first pit stop for the next set of intermediate tyres. But I'm still fuming from that. Just the amount of... just the amount of AIDS that is, really. That's the only word I can kind of describe it as, of Alonso just shooting off like an absolute rocket off the turn. I mean, I know I was on the inside of the corner, so that means I get a much tighter exit to the corner, but that really should not be happening. And that's one big thing that I really hope Codemasters fix for the next game, that, you know, the AI needs to have the same assist that you're running, and if I'm running no traction, the AI should have the exact same thing. And it's just unfortunate that I don't on this game, and I really hope that's sorted for the next one. But we'll forget about F1 2015 right now. We're going to talk about what's happening in this race right now. We're up to lap 14. We're on P8 at the moment. We're behind Daniel Ricciardo. Where's Fernando Alonso? There he is. He's jumped Ricciardo. He was already ahead of us, but he's jumped Ricciardo now. So Alonso's sort of done, whatever the word is, the opposite of an undercut. He just stayed out and managed to really put in some lap times. So maybe in the first section of the race, he was sort of protecting his tyres as we make a move down the inside of Ricciardo there. So I didn't even see that happening. That was such a late move there from myself to try and overtake down Ricciardo. And it looks like it's worked, but he's coming back at us. He does have a bit better traction. The Red Bull, quite a draggy actually, because the Red Bull does have really high aero here. So here at Austria, it does have a bit of drag. But now on lap 15, we're right up against Alonso now. Going to try and overtake him. He did take Ricciardo obviously before in the pit stop somehow. Looks like he might have been saving his tyres, and he might be doing the same right now because he's going slower at the first half of the stint. So that might be his plan this race, Alonso, to just save his tyres a little bit in the first half and then really go hard on the in-laps before the pit stop phases. But we'll see. We're up to rich mix to try and get a bit more slipstream, a bit more speed on the straight. Down to standard now as we want to rev up for that hairpin. We're going to dive down the inside. Purple's first sector, so that's really good to see. We've dived down the inside, first gear momentarily to try and get a bit of traction, get the car turned in a little bit. Fernando Alonso to come back at us. He's going to come back at us on the right-hand side of the track. There he is in the mirrors on the right-hand side. Very hard to see him in the mirrors, actually, but as we're getting blocked by some rain. But he tries to make a move down the inside. It's not going to work. We stay up ahead, and it looks like, unfortunately, his AI has decided to have a nap after that corner, unfortunately. So no more fighting there with Alonso. His AI just fell asleep after I made the move. So we've gone to lap 22 now. It is starting to really rain, and we actually paused the game here quickly, and unfortunately, you can see my big error here. The top four, well, what will be the top four? The top three right now have gone onto the wet tyres. I'm still on the intermediates. The biggest mistake I've made in this race, and this could kill it. We were in a really nice, what was it, P6 position, and now this could completely wreck our race. We're on intermediate tyres, and if it's wet conditions, oh boy, is this going to be bad. And now we've cut later on into the same lap 22, and we've completely lost the rear there, going a little bit wide. I believe that's Kimi Räikkönen coming up behind us. He's going to really catch us like a rate of knots, and this is going to be really bad. We're losing the car. We've broken our front wing, and we've just, we've got a freaking penalty as well. That's my fault. That's my bad. I put my hand up. That is my bad. But, just race gone. That is race gone, pretty much. I was fuming at this point, guys. I was fuming in the cockpit. I was really just done with this race. I wanted to rage quit. I wanted to retire. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I wanted to click pause and just retire or something. But I got so mad that I just went, you know what, fuck it. We're going to go really hard now on these wet tyres. We're up to rich mix, and we're going to just go for it. We're going to bolt. On to lap 24, we go down the inside of Honka. We're not taking any piss from him. We're not going to try and give the AI any sort of cushy room. We're going around the outside of Ricciardo now, not giving him any sort of space or anything. We're just going to go for it, gun for it, not going to give it. Usually I give the AI utmost respect trying to race these guys like they're racing online, like they're real people. But I was completely fuming, and I just went, you know what, fuck it. We're going to make the most outrageous moves. Just go down the inside, not give a crap. First gear, just really park it on the apex there to try and block Nazar a little bit. Moves to the left-hand side of the track to block Nazar a little bit more. Now trying to go down the inside of Alonso. It works on lap 34. Go down the inside of Alonso. Now go a little bit slow on the exit to block him. He's moving to the right-hand side of the track. We're going to try our best to block him. We moved a little bit to the right there just to make sure he didn't get us. And onto lap 36, we've recovered up to P4. But remember, we have a penalty. So what is that going to be? Lewis Hamilton's won the race, but that is going to be P6. P6. That's okay. That's not bad. That's not bad, but that is. I'm still not very happy with that. P6. It could have been It could have been a legitimate P4, but today the wet race got to me, and today I got that was my own fault though with the penalty. It just was my own fault. So I can't really get mad at anyone but myself. I mean, the game is still a bit annoying. Just the game's handling model is just so crap, especially in the rain. But I don't want to turn this into any sort of angry video, guys. But yeah, I hope you found that video entertaining nonetheless, guys. If you did enjoy that, then do leave a massive like. The likes have been absolutely amazing. The support's been great on this series so far, guys. Can't thank you guys enough, and I hope it continues. If you're new around here, then do subscribe for more weekly F1 content. And also, Project Cars is coming at the end of this week, so that will be a career mode on this channel. So be sure to subscribe for that. Yeah, I've been aarava. That was a very annoying race, but I hope you guys enjoyed the action at the end. Got the grit between the teeth and managed to recover 6th place, and that means we're 3rd still in the Driver Championship at the moment. Only 38 points behind, so that's not too bad, really. If we're being honest, that's really not that bad with half the season to go still, more than half. So, yeah, I'm keeping positive. I think the next one's going to be better. So, yeah, if you guys did enjoy that, then do leave a like again. Subscribe new around here for weekly F1. Comment below what you thought. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.